Welcome back to WWE 2k22 Universe Mode. My name is BrendenPlayz, and tonight it's the debut edition of Smackdown. Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, one-on-one. The Universal Championship is on the line. We will crown the very first Universal Champion in the relaunched Universe Mode right here tonight on BrendenPlayz. Cannot wait for that. And we're also going to crown the Smackdown Women's Champion as well. Two huge championship matches. Two brand new champions will be crowned on this episode. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you do subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more videos. We are hunting down 100,000 subscribers, so every subscriber really helps. So please help me out. And of course, drop a like on the video as well if you did enjoy it. As we get this women's match underway, it's an 8-woman battle royal. So we had Bayley, great to see her in action. She's the first participant, and Carmella will be the second. So we're going to get an opportunity to see who is going to be on the SmackDown's roster for the women's division. Pretty much majority of the division will be involved in this match in some capacity. So looking forward to it. Shotzi, get our first chance to take a look at her here in Universe Mode. She certainly makes a hell of an entrance, that is for sure. Let's see if she can back it up in the ring as well. Next up, it's a veteran. It's someone who's no stranger to championships, but you'd have to say it's been a while since she's been a women's champion. But Natalya, always one of the best, potentially a future Hall of Fame superstar at some point. I'm sure she would love to add another accolade to this certainly decorated career. Well, it's time to feel the glow for Naomi. It's another opportunity for her to win another championship. She's had plenty of success throughout her career. Great chance here tonight to show us what she can do. She's dancing her way to the ring in the moment, but let's hope she gets a bit more serious, because this is what it's all about. It's about winning the championship. It's about becoming the first ever women's champion here in the Universe Mode series, and this is a woman who certainly will take this match extremely seriously. Sasha Banks is hunting down yet again another women's championship, and she could be on the verge tonight. And these two women that we've just seen, Sasha and now Becky Lynch, you might have to believe they could be the favorites to close out this win tonight. Becky Lynch on her way to the ring. She is the man. And you have to say, she is a huge coup for SmackDown. Definitely one of the biggest stars on the brand, and certainly will be the vocal point of the women's division, alongside other names, as we said, like Sasha Banks, Bayley, and more. And, well, here's a surprise. The last participant in the match. It's a legend. It's an icon of the women's division. It is Mickie James. And she's got a chance to reignite her career and potentially take out a championship. Mickie James, a part of this battle royal. We don't know if she'll be a part of the SmackDown roster full time, but if she wins the championship, she certainly will be. It's one way to certainly lock down a contract and lock down a job, is to win the women's championship. 8 women involved. The title is on the line. Battle royal as Naomi gets a good start. Head scissors into the takedown. Head first onto Natalya. Be interested to see if there's any alliances sort of formed here in this one. I get the feeling there won't be, as Becky Lynch takes down Mickie James. And we'll get a bit of an idea of where things kind of sit. Who kind of is the top woman of the division, apart from the champion, of course. You know, who makes it to the Final Four? Will those Final Four participants go on to have a great run here in Universe Mode, or was it a fluke situation? Who's the first one eliminated? Will that sort of determine where their career kind of sits here in Universe Mode? Well, it all remains to be seen. Right now, Becky Lynch is trying to eliminate Sasha Banks. Shotzi hits a big suplex on Natalya. And Bayley's working away on Carmella. Naomi and Mickie James brawling away. Sasha's in the corner. Well, quite clearly, Becky Lynch believes Sasha Banks could be the biggest threat to her chances of winning this match. She's trying to eliminate her early, and honestly, that's a great strategy. But it runs the risk of potentially getting herself eliminated as well, because if Sasha Banks is the biggest threat, well, she's got every potential of taking you over the top rope with her. So that is a risk that Becky Lynch is willing to take, though. Certainly look out for Bayley as well. She's had some injury concerns, but this is a huge opportunity for her to come back, make her presence be felt here on SmackDown. First champion, it's always a huge accolade, and it can really set the tone for the division. As Sasha looking to go for the three amigos, it looks like, here on Shotzi. She's hit 2. Why not a third? Sasha Banks hits 3 suplexes in a row to pay homage to her hero, Eddie Guerrero, and now a huge big kick right to the jaw. Shotzi's down, and Mickie James, she's been eliminated down the bottom of our screen. She is gone. She's the first woman out. Well, I don't think she'll be securing that contract with that sort of performance. First woman out of this battle royal. That's a shame. She could have certainly got her career back on track here in the WWE if she had picked up that win, but it looks like she might be heading back to Impact for a while. So, nonetheless, first woman out of this one. 7 remain. Sasha's coming after Natalya. You got a double team here. Becky and Shotzi working together on Bayley. Short-term alliance, potentially. And Shotzi, why not? Poses. Enjoyed that one. She's got probably the least experience in this match compared to all the other women. So this is a great opportunity for her to really step up and show us what she can do. At least the least experience in terms of WWE. Hasn't been here all that long, whereas the others have certainly been here for quite some time. Natalya been here for over a decade. Naomi's not far away either. Naomi, lots of kicks there to Shotzi. Bayley's trying to eliminate Sasha as well, but Carmella gets in the way. Carmella with a snap suplex. Bayley goes down, and well, surprisingly, still only 1 elimination here. And Carmella, that's suicide going up there. Oh, gee, she should have been thrown over the top of the rope. Just to go up there and pose. That's ridiculous. Bayley's eliminated. Sasha Banks takes out Bayley. That is huge. She had to be one of the favorites. Well, we talked about positioning on the card maybe being determined by how you go in this match. Well, Bayley, second woman out, maybe coming back from injury. Maybe she's not 100%. A little bit of ring rust. Meanwhile, Natalya, she's hanging on for dear life. Becky Lynch launches her over the top, and Natalya eliminated as well. 2 big eliminations back-to-back there. And Sasha getting rid of Bayley. Becky gets rid of Natalya. Huge stuff here right now. Big clubbing forearm there by Becky Lynch. And Sasha and Shotzi, Carmella happy just to watch on. I still can't believe Carmella didn't get eliminated. She went to the second rope, did a bit of a pose. All Naomi had to do was push her off the top. But anyways, I digress. Shotzi coming after Sasha, but Sasha shuts her down immediately. Well, Sasha did go off the second rope, so she's not afraid to take a risk either. Meanwhile, Carmella working away with those left-handed strikes. A couple of punches into the slaps onto Naomi. And Becky and Sasha continue to fight away. It's been quite clear these two women have targeted each other right from the offset here, so this is no surprise. You know, you got 2 of the top stars of the women's division, and they both want to get the better of one another. But that's the thing, if I'm Carmella, Naomi, and Shotzi, I'm recognizing this. I'm looking at those 2 women trying their best to eliminate each other. Why not get yourself involved and eliminate both of them? Try and take advantage of their distraction. Try and take advantage of that rivalry that is brewing in the ring at the moment. I feel like that could be a missed opportunity for the other women in this match, but nonetheless, Sasha suplexing Shotzi. Carmella's against the rope. Naomi! And she gets her over the top. Wrapped her legs around the head of Carmella and launched herself over the top of the rope and brought Carmella down with her while she hung on as Sasha trying to get Shotzi down with the Bulldog, does so successfully. So Carmella is eliminated. We are down to 4. The crowd loves it. Naomi, Shotzi, Sasha, and Becky. No surprise, Sasha and Becky still want to fight each other and still want to eliminate one another. But this could be a huge upset in the brewing for a Shotzi or a Naomi. Shotzi could win the women's championship here as Becky Lynch misses out there. Sasha Banks able to avoid the attempted leg drop. Shotzi rolls close to the ropes. Not a bad spot to be underneath the rope. Grab onto that bottom rope as well. You can kind of hug onto it, hang on for dear life. It's not a bad situation to be in, but And it doesn't really work so well when Becky just picks her up straight away, but she doesn't fight. She doesn't go after her. She picks her up. She allows Shotzi to go after Naomi, and she allows Becky and Sasha to get themselves involved. And now the disarmer is locked in as well. Won't really work in terms of winning the match, but it could snap the arm of Sasha and cost her any hope of winning this match. And she did submit as well. Sasha did tap out. Maybe she's just trying to get Becky to release the hold. I think Becky just wanted to know that she could make her tap out. That's the sort of thinking that Becky Lynch does have as Sasha gets Shotzi over the top. This is not where you want to be if you're Shotzi. She's in big trouble. Sasha's trying to get rid of her, and she does. A right hand, and Shotzi goes down. Naomi is left with Becky and Sasha. Well, we know Becky and Sasha have targeted one another this whole match. Now it's time for Naomi to get herself in the middle of this. And this is where I believe an alliance should have taken place if I was Shotzi and Naomi. Try and eliminate Becky and Sasha. Instead, it's up to Naomi to eliminate both, and that would be a heck of an achievement if she could. Well, she could be the underdog right now. Sasha is down. Becky is down. All thanks to Naomi. It's all her doing, so she is succeeding. She's getting the job done right now. She's just going to pick one up and throw her over the top. As Becky, oh, big enziguri. Tough shot there as Becky Lynch goes down. Naomi just got to get her over the top. This could be one of the crowning moments of her career. To eliminate Sasha and Becky to win the Women's Championship. What an accomplishment it would be. She continues to work away a number of kicks right to Becky Lynch. Sasha's starting to get to her feet now. Naomi's got to recognize this. She's got to try and make sure that she gets the upper hand here on Sasha. Sasha cutting the big strikes. Hurricane Rana. Naomi goes down. All of a sudden, the good work that Naomi just did, all for nothing, and Sasha with a frog splash off the second as well. Well, I didn't mind that from Sasha. She didn't go all the way to the top where she was fully vulnerable. She just went to the second to get herself enough elevation. Still a small risk, but certainly far less than going off the top of the rope there. So Sasha Banks certainly with good ring awareness, ring IQ as well. Nice exploder there by Becky Lynch. Sasha Banks, she's in a lot of trouble. Naomi and Becky both want to eliminate her. It's Naomi at the moment trying to get Sasha close to the ropes. And here's a double team as well. Double leg sweep there by Naomi and Becky. Now they'll fight one another. And Becky gets the upper hand on Naomi. And now Sasha wants to eliminate Naomi. Becky's right there to potentially help as well, but she walks away. She's having none of it. Now Banks dumping Naomi over the top. And Naomi is eliminated. And guess what? We're down to these two women again. Sasha and Becky Lynch, they've been fighting this whole match. And now they fight each other one more time. The Women's Championship on the line. We will crown a winner. It will either be Banks or it will be Lynch. Who is going to get it? Sasha Banks has Becky against the ropes. Becky Lynch is in trouble. She's teetering. Sasha can dump her over the top here. She does. No, hangs on. Now trying to force Lynch out of the ring, and she's got it! Sasha Banks gets it! And Sasha Banks is the new Smackdown Women's Champion, the inaugural champion here in the series. She eliminates Becky Lynch to do it. You get the feeling that won't be the last we see of these two. But Sasha Banks is the queen of the blue brand. She is at the top of this division as your new SmackDown Women's Champion. Other matches that happened here on SmackDown, Mustafa Ali and Ricochet teamed up tonight. They took on Humberto, Carrillo and Angel Garza. Elias and Mansoor went one-on-one. Sheamus and Drew Gulak and Xavier Woods and Happy Corbin. And of course in our main event, Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship. Cannot wait for that one. It's Ali and Ricochet getting the win. Elias gets a win. Sheamus with the victory. And Happy Corbin defeats Xavier Woods as we get ready for our main event. It's a big fight feel. Main event. The SmackDown Championship. The big prize. The Universal Championship. Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, two of SmackDown's biggest stars. They will battle it out It won't be a sword fight, it will be a wrestling match, but it will determine who is the better man between Seth and Drew. Both stars have been to the top before. They both want to get back there. As Drew McIntyre sets the crowd alight, he is pumped and ready to go. And meanwhile, Seth Rollins coming from behind. Rollins from behind and starts this match before the bell even rings. And now he's got Drew and drives him into the barricade. Well, this is how he's going to play it. He jumps McIntyre from behind. McIntyre's got no idea. As now Drew trying to fight back. Well, Rollins taking a cheap option, a cheap way out here, but McIntyre not going to give up just yet. He takes care of Rollins with a big move, but he's still going to fight him off here. The bell still hasn't rung. The match still not official. McIntyre driving Rollins into the outside padding, though. So far, this ambush hasn't worked out for Seth. He thought he might, come along, hit him with the knee in the back, hit the curb stop, and get the easy 1, 2, 3. But McIntyre is still continuing to fight. Rollins tried to get the big knee again as McIntyre, spine buster. Huge spine buster. He's in the ring now, and surely the referee will want to get this one started. Rollins, though, he is furious. His big plan, he had a big grand idea to jump McIntyre, get the easy win. It has not worked for him at all. He's that frustrated. He's trying to take it out on the ring crew. He's coming over and chatting to the announce team. He's not happy with them. Hopefully he doesn't come up to me. Seth Rollins, he is not happy at all. He's even punching thin air. That's how furious he is. He just wants to win this championship. He had a great plan. It has not worked at all. He used to be called the architect because he always had a plan for everything. Well, not this time. The plan did not work. McIntyre is in ring gear now. He's ready to go. Driving Rollins back into the canvas again. Well, this is not going to be easy for Seth, and he's just realized that right now. Drew McIntyre's the real deal. He is the man that could certainly make a major statement here in Universe Mode. Even if Drew doesn't win tonight, you just get the feeling he's going to be always in amongst that world title contention. He's going to be a huge threat to whoever is the champion at any point in time. He is that good. And, Rollins and McIntyre quite clearly could be the two major stars here on Smackdown. That's not to say there won't be a few more joining the ranks as well, but these two men have a real chance to make an impact right here tonight. And we don't know what the Smackdown match will be at Hell in a Cell yet, but we have to get the feeling whoever wins this match tonight will have to defend that championship at the pay-per-view. We know on the Raw side of things it's going to be a triple threat match. Roman Reigns is the first man who has qualified for that match, and that, of course, is for the WWE Championship. So the Universal Championship, there's no doubt, will have a major part of Hell in a Cell as Rollins rolls out of the attempted elbow as, McIntyre went flying to the other side of the ring, so much so he nearly hit the turnbuckle on the way down. That's how far Rollins sent him. Thought about a neck breaker, but instead whacks him in the back with an elbow and the drop kick to follow it up to keep McIntyre off his feet. Here comes Rollins again, went for the knee drop. This time McIntyre gets out of the way. And Rollins swiftly takes McIntyre off his feet. But Drew straight back up. He's got a lot of heart, Drew McIntyre. He's got a lot of fight in him. Meanwhile, Rollins, he'll do whatever it takes to win. As Drew, collar and elbow. Picking up Rollins here. Look out. Oh, bounces him off the top of the rope. Rollins goes down, but Rollins quickly counters back. Hits a couple of big strikes there to keep McIntyre grounded. And Seth Rollins in control. This is huge. The Universal Championship on the line. Big insecurity, and McIntyre starting to fall behind a little bit here. It's been all Seth Rollins in this last little bit. No surprise. McIntyre was jumped from the get-go. He can't be 100% when that bell rang. McIntyre met with the pedigree. Rollins could win the championship right here. Seth Rollins, count of 2. And you know what? Seth Rollins decides, you know what? I haven't done enough yet. I want to prove a point. And he does not try to get the 3 count. I can't believe what I'm seeing, but Rollins refuses to go for 3. He wants to beat him up a little bit further. Well, that cockiness and arrogance could certainly cost him, but he certainly wants to try and beat him here with the curb stomp potentially. Here it comes. Seth Rollins going for the curb stomp. Got it! He thinks it's over. Rollins wants to win it now. But again, wasting time. Wants to tell the crowd how great he is. Rollins, pick him up, hit one more move on him and pin him. He's wasted all this time. Rollins insecure. Well, he could have had this match won by now. I don't know the thinking behind it. Clearly he wants to make a statement. Clearly he wants to let the whole locker room know that he's the man to beat. He's the best guy here on the brand. McIntyre gets the ropes. Rollins went for a big super kick. McIntyre able to avoid. He's evaded it. Now Drew, big DDT. That could be the way to get himself back into this match. Rollins is down, but he'll quickly kick out. Not enough damage done to Seth Rollins just yet, as McIntyre needs some more offense. I don't think going to the top rope is the right idea, Drew. He manages to get a little bit of the double axe, but, you know, this is not part of his natural game. I don't know why he's heading to the top, but that's more like it. Deadlift into the powerbomb. Impressive stuff from Drew McIntyre. Now Rollins. Well, top rope is certainly part of his game, but not on this occasion. Drew McIntyre got there in time to shut it down. McIntyre has Rollins up again. And oh wow, what about that from Drew? Changes it into a vertical position and into the suplex. Now into the cover. Rollins goes down, and he'll kick out though before the count of 2. Drew McIntyre starting to realize that Rollins is pretty tough too. He's going to have to do a little bit more. I still feel like Rollins will be regretting not keeping McIntyre down for the 3 count off that pedigree. I feel like he could have had the match won. And that kick caught him flush on the side of the jaw. Massive here. Now into the fisherman. Connecting, but doesn't stay there for the pin, but he'll come back to it now. Rollins could do it here. Count of 2. Oh, just got it up. The shoulder barely gets off the canvas, but it is a shoulder lift nonetheless. Rollins is starting to go a bit crazy. He wants more. Rollins has him hooked up here. Went for the pedigree. McIntyre with a counter this time. Well, Rollins thought, okay, I'll beat him with the pedigree now. But it has not worked out in his favor. McIntyre with a neck breaker. Drew McIntyre all of a sudden working his way back into this match. And you can tell he's thinking about the Claymore as well. He wants to go for his big strike. Oh no, McIntyre in trouble here. Rollins going for it again. He got it! Rollins with the curb stop. Count of 2. No! Unbelievable. Drew McIntyre stays in the match. Just a 2 count for Seth Rollins. Frog splash off the top. Leg is hooked. And McIntyre kicked out again. And look at the face of Rollins. He cannot believe it. And now, I don't know if taunting in the crowd is the wisest decision, but he can't believe it. How did he not defeat Drew McIntyre there? That was standing moonsault, missing. McIntyre now. He's on the offense. Takes down Seth. All of a sudden, Seth's in trouble. And all of a sudden, McIntyre lining him up. Here comes Drew McIntyre. He's got it! Claymore kick. Rollins is down. McIntyre's gonna do it. No, Seth gets the shoulder up. My goodness, this is close. This could go either way at this point. And oh my god, McIntyre, he's going to go for it again. McIntyre, he's going to seal it here. McIntyre's going to win the championship. He's got it again. Claymore kick. McIntyre hooks the leg. He's got it. No, Seth kicked out once again, and McIntyre cannot believe it. Oh my goodness, how did he stay in this match? Rollins continues the offense. 3 kicks to the gut. Here it comes. Curb stomp. Rollins, the last gasp. Is it enough? We've got ourselves a champion. Seth freaking Rollins has won this Universal Championship match. A classic. In our first Smackdown main event, these two gave everything they had. My God, these guys both deserve the championship tonight, but it is Seth Rollins who will come away from Smackdown as our first champion. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it and subscribe to see more. We'll be back with another one very soon, including our next episode of Raw where Edge will make his Raw debut.